Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by today. My name is Oyinda Mola Alao, and if this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share this video with your friend because they will need it. So in today's video, I want to share with you how you can become a teacher in Canada, especially if you have a teaching license from your home country. In my last video, I talked about how I just recently started school because I want to be a teacher in Canada. And I got a couple of questions like, what if I already have a teaching license in my country? How can I convert that license to become a teacher here? And me, I'm not so vast in that area at all because I don't have a teaching license from my home country, Nigeria. But I have brought somebody to you guys that has a teaching license from Nigeria, and she's going to convert a teaching license to teaching here in Canada. But before she even starts to talk to you guys, one thing I want you to know is that if you have a license from Nigeria, you can't use that license to immediately start teaching here in Canada. You have to do so many things. These are the things she's going to be talking about today. And also, if you want to teach in ALBERTA, the teaching license is different from another province. Yeah. So all of the provinces differ from each other. But today we are discussing how to get your teaching license in ALBERTA if you have a teaching license from home. That's why I brought Favour to you guys today. So everybody say hi to Favour.
Hello to Oyin's YouTubers.
So hello to you guys. She's greeting you guys. And this is Favour. She's a teacher from Nigeria. She has teaching license from Nigeria, and she will be talking to us today about everything you need to know to get your teaching license here if you have a bachelor's of education from Nigeria. So Favour, tell us all the things we need to know.
Okay, once again, hello everyone. So first of all, my name is Favour, my name is Rumi. I have my English education certificate from Nigeria, moved to ALBERTA, and I've been on the hustle.
Nari hustle, guys. Nari hustle.
I've been on the hustle to get my teaching license here in ALBERTA, Canada. Well, I would say it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, because at the time you feel like giving up, you feel like crying, but yeah, thank God I've been able to at least gotten to, let's say, 90%, waiting for my card to come into the mailbox. Guys, you don't know how many times I check my mailbox every day. But yeah, so first of all, the first stage you need to start is to actually have your twins account. I'm talking about the ALBERTA teaching certification because that's the one I'm very conversant with. Okay, so you start with the twins account in ALBERTA. You open an account there. Then after you open an account, they will give you a list of documents, a checklist to get before your application can be moved to the licensing board to look at it and then check if you're qualified to be a licensed teacher in ALBERTA. So when you receive that, when you sign into this ALBERTA, to sign in, you have to pay $250 to sign in. That's the first stage. So after the $250, they'll give you a checklist. For us in Nigeria, the checklist is pretty much the same because we have the same certificates from Nigeria. So the first thing I know that I want to talk about, which many Nigerians might not have the opportunity to get, but if you have a good maybe head of department in your school, they can help you, is what we call the course syllabus. Now this is a very important document if you want to get licensed in ALBERTA in Canada. Now, what is this course syllabus? Now, this course syllabus is a compiled copy of all the courses you did in school, all your education courses, educational psychology, use of English, and then all your courses you did in your department. Literally everything you did in your department, and not just the courses, explanation of those courses, and when and at which semester you did which course, okay. And then yeah.
So like if they did ENG 301, they must put it, and also the description of the course.
Yes, like, okay, for example, now the main reason they do this is for your teaching practice. You know, you have teaching practice 1 and then you have teaching practice 2. Now, for you to be licensed in Canada, in Alberta, you must have at least 12 weeks of teaching practice. Now, that course syllabus will state that this particular course is meant to is for students that would, you know, teach for up to a term in school, and you know that a term or 2 terms should be more than 12 weeks, right? So they want to see this explanation. What subjects were you teaching, or what course were you doing, or literally like anything you were doing in the school. Were you even supervised? That's another thing, because if your school don't supervise you when you're doing your teaching practice, there's a very slim chance of you getting your certificate. So they want to see that this is a supervised teaching. So all those details are there. And then the names of your lecturers, from the head of department to the dean of languages, all the lecturers that taught you, everything is there. Okay. Now, I was lucky enough, I'm from University of Nigeria, UNN. Hello. Yeah. So yes, we my school was in affiliation to Favour College of Education. So I was very, very fortunate to have a very wonderful head of department, Mr. Nzeku. He was very nice to me. He gave me those documents without even requiring for a dime. Guys, there are good people in Nigeria. Yes. So he helped me, got those documents for me, sent it to my email, and that was where the hustle began.
Wow.
That was where the issue began. So yeah, after that course syllabus, you now have to get your transcripts. Now, if you have, like me, I did my education and then I also had my master's. So for every certificate course you did, you have to get a transcript. Even if your transcript, your master's is not in education, you must have to provide it. Okay, so you will have to provide your transcripts in your first degree, in your master's if you have your master's. So your transcript is a must. Guys, the most important one is your language proficiency. Now, the language proficiency, it's, will I say, some people think that it's compulsory for you. No, people have this meaning of language proficiency. Whenever I hear language proficiency, the first thing that comes to their mind is IELTS. Now, guys, the reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know that it is not a must to write IELTS. Yes, it is not a must. If your school can send a language proficiency, you do not need IELTS. I wasn't informed. I went to spend money to write IELTS, which after my school sent my transcripts together with my language proficiency, they accepted it. And my result for IELTS was not even out yet. Then another thing you also need to get is, if you're married, you get your marriage certificate. And then if you had a change of name, you also have to get that change of name, you know, the court affidavit and all that. Then also you need to have a criminal check. That one is pretty much very easy. For me, I did it in Calgary police station. Just go there, I think it was $80 or so. They did it under a week or 2. They sent it to my mailbox. Then the next one is your notarized West African certificate result, your WAEC. Now, what do they mean by notarized? Just get your certificate. You go to a lawyer. I had a lawyer very close to my house. I just went to him. I think I gave him like $40 or $20 or thereabouts, and he just stamped it, and that was it. And it was notarized. I sent it to them.
So if you are not from Nigeria like us, I think that's your standardized test. Like that's our standardized test for high school. So your standardized test in your country, you can get it notarized and also submit it to.
Yes, very important. Now the next one is your current statements of professional standing. Now this is very important. I would advise people from Nigeria, if you have education and you haven't taken that TRCN exam, I want to laugh. Please go and take your exams. Guys, it's very important. Go and take your exams. I know that sometimes you'll be like, well, I don't need it. I'm teaching, I'm earning my money. Guys, you need it. You need it. If you want to come here to study, to teach, you need to take that exam. Okay? So when you take that exam, of course, you know that after the exam and you pass, you become a member of the TRCN. If you're not a member of TRCN, there's no way TRCN can send you this current statement of professional standing. They can't do that. Now, if you have that, there is a website, because the ALBERTA teacher certificate, they are nice enough to give you the website of all licensing board in every country. So you just scroll down to Nigeria, click on it, you see their website, send them an email, and they will respond to you. They respond within like a week or 3 days or so. They will respond to you and tell you the documents you need. Then another issue I had was that when I was moving, my license had expired. Now, what do I mean by having an expired license? If you're a member of the TRCN, you would know that for you to, there's a way that you renew your membership. There's a certain amount of money you pay to renew your membership. So when I was leaving, I didn't know that you have to renew your membership. Mine was like, I had it like 2 years, and mine just expired the month I was applying. So it was just 2 years. So I was like, okay, I needed to pay another money to renew my membership before they were able to send the statement of professional standing. Okay, so yeah, pretty much that's the main thing. Yeah, your PRO card as well. So you need your PRO card, the front and the back. You send it to them, because you must be a permanent resident or a citizen for you to have your teaching license. You cannot have, if you're on work permit, student permits, nada. You must be either a citizen or a permanent resident. Okay,
which means very that important. If you are still in Nigeria, you have to get here first before you can do all of these things. You have to be a PR, a permanent resident, or a citizen. Don't say, oh, I came here on work permit, I have BEd, I want to be a teacher. It doesn't work that way. No, it won't work.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. And then the signed application form. Yeah, so after that, let's talk about the processing time. Now, after you've signed in, you've opened an account with the twins website, you paid your $250, they will give you 1 year to get your documents ready. Now, within that 1 year, after you've gotten your documents ready, please make sure you get that course syllabus, because mine was taking so much time. It was so overwhelming. At the point, I was even crying. So after they waited, and it was the only, they looked at my checklist, and it was the only document that was remaining. They sent me an email that my document was complete. I said no, because I know what they would do next. Maybe after the evaluation, they will not say, oh, you're not qualified to be a teacher, because we don't know if you did a 12 weeks teaching practice. I had to tell them that just give me 1 more day or 2 days. Luckily for me, the next day, they sent my the course syllabus, and that was how my checklist was complete. So after the checklist is completed, now this is the stage I am now. You will send your documents to the licensing board, and you wait for 120 business days to get your license. That's like 6 months. I'm in the 4th month, guys.
Yeah, this thing is not easy.
Oh my God. I'm in the 4th month, so I'm waiting for them. Though some people say sometimes it's not up to 6 months. That's why I always check my mailbox every day.
So you wait for 6 months to get your certificate?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you have to wait for 6 months. After 6 months, then you're free like a bird. You know, when you start earning the money, you're not gonna be feeling it.
When you start, that's the thing. When you start earning money, because all these documents, it needs payment. Though she has not told you how much she has paid, how much she has spent to collect one thing here, to collect one thing there. So maybe let's even delve into that. How much have you spent so far? At least from paying for the website to all of the other things. The website, guys, I'll put it in the description box. Yeah. And every other thing that she talks about, I'll leave them in the description box so you can catch it there. So how much have you spent so far?
For me.
See the way she did.
Oh God. It was something else. At the point I was now pleading, please help me. Help me. The thing is, it just if you have a good school that might not really tax you that much when it comes to all these things, that which is your legal rights, by the way, if you come to think of it, well, it wouldn't be that difficult. So yeah, it's let me start with the transcripts.
Okay.
In the website, for me, well, our transcript was like 25,000. But when you pay that money, you know how the thing goes. I don't want to paint my school bad, but
she's not in Nigeria. She has to send somebody to send somebody. So all of that too takes some money.
Of course, they should know how the transcript works now. You guys know now. You know how the transcript works. So after paying the 25,000, you run through the process, make sure it's been sent. Yeah. Now, another important thing I want to mention is that you don't really need to send your documents through DHL, like send a physical document.
Okay.
Now, they are very gracious enough to tell that you can send it through email, provided the email is coming from your school's official email address. They can accept it. Okay. So if for my school they have options for email and DHL, or like send it directly to them. So that's also another information I did not have, because sending it through email would have been much cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay. But then now we want to make sure we did everything very well. Spending money, DHL, you know how DHL is. And before it gets to them, that's also another waiting list. Yeah. You have to wait for them to check the document. But if it's an email, very easy. It just gets to them in like seconds and they'll receive it. Yeah, so you can also send through email. You don't need to spend money to send through DHL. You can send your transcript through email, and then your your course syllabus, you can also send through email. You can tell your school. The beautiful thing about it is that you need to know what they want. Because the first time I heard about the course syllabus, I thought it was just our transcript in a syllabic form. You know how you just take your transcript, blah blah blah, list of all the courses you did. I thought that was it. And my lecturer, I told my HOD, he sent me the first one. I sent it to them. They said no, that's not what they want. Wow. What do you want, ma'am? Wow. What do you want? She now sent me a copy, one of a Nigerian student sent to them. Sent it to me like, this is what the syllabus looked like. Oh, okay. I went back to my HOD, sent it to him to tell you that I finished school in 2014. Imagine someone that finished school in 2014 to start looking for contact of the present HOD. It was not funny. It wasn't funny at all. I had to start looking for a contact. I had to start looking for my then, what do you call it, course rep. To Lucy, check who is the HOD now.
So this is not easy, guys. It's not easy.
I had to start contacting. Please, who is the president? He starts sending me lists of lecturers' numbers. He said, okay, look at this. He's the HOD now. I had to call him. He was gracious enough to reply WhatsApp. You know, some Nigerian lecturers will not want you. So imagine you now spending international call. They are calling because some lecturer, you know how we are now. Why are you calling me on WhatsApp? You don't have respect? You are calling your lecturer on WhatsApp? Something like that. But he was very gracious enough. Miss Anzaku, wherever you are, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. This was the only man I did not collect a dime. I was even begging this man, sir, please, let me even send something to your account. He said no. Can you imagine? He said no. So yes. That also, and then what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. TRCN. Yes, for TRCN you pay the in the website is 70,000 naira in Nigerian currency for people in Nigeria. Yes, the TRCN is Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. Is 70,000 naira. That is if your license has not expired. But if it has expired, you pay an additional 30,000 to renew it. And when you pay that additional 30,000, you have to do everything all together. They'll send you a form and all that. Yes. So that's it. I think that's pretty much it. And then I talked about my the WAEC notarizing. Yeah, just like I think $30 to $40. You should be able to do that. Then what else? What else?
So another thing I want to say is that if you are still in Nigeria and maybe you're already a permanent resident, you've not just landed, you can try to get all of these things as you are coming.
Yes.
As you are coming, make sure you bring them so that by the time you get here and you open the account, you put in all of the details, you get your PR card, and then you start the process, it will be quite easier on you.
Yes.
And you won't start feeling all of these things because like your TRC and all those things, if you have gotten them, when you get here, it will just
not
be
expired.
easy. Yeah, it will just be easy.
You know, the
for
thing
you.
is, they might not even want them to send it directly to them.
Okay.
But what she means by being prepared, because when I was going, I knew that I would be licensed. So I went to TRCN before 2 weeks to my travel. My flight was in 2 weeks. I went to TRCN. I told them, see what I want. Look at what they say. Ah, yeah, they do it now. They said, ask them, please, ma, who is in charge of this certification? They gave me the man's number. I said, sir, I will call you.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So I said, sir, I will call you. So when I said I will call you, he was like, okay, no problem. So that was how I prepared myself. He told me what I need. I said, okay, I have my license. He said, you have a certificate? I said, yes, I have my certificate. Show me your license. I showed him my license. He said, okay, you can go. When it's time, you can call me.
So she was already prepared.
I was prepared, like...
She was prepared. And another thing I want you guys to know that most people don't know, if maybe you've not yet applied for PR at all, is that as a teacher, you are also part of the people that can apply for federal skilled worker. Yes. Teaching is part of federal skilled worker. See, both of us like this.
We used our
teaching experience.
Experience.
Yeah, we use our teaching experience to come all the way from Nigeria to become permanent residents in Canada. Because I've heard people say, so teachers are federal skilled worker. Yes.
Yes. So.
And Canada wants you to apply to, if you have your masters, if you have all your documentation, apply for permanent residence, and you can also get here and still work as a teacher. And the last thing I would like you to know is that teachers here earn a lot. Yes, when you first start, you can be earning for ALBERTA. You earn like from $26 to $29 when you first start your work
as a substitute teacher.
As a substitute teacher. And then over time, teachers are earning close to 80 to 100K in this Canada.
That's cool cash.
In this Canada. So teachers are earning a lot. Don't come and just commonize teachers and feel like, I would like come and that was what I thought. That I would like come and be a teacher in this Canada until I heard how much they were earning.
You know, teachers in Canada are paid more than even teachers in the US.
Yes.
That's one thing people don't know. Teachers in Canada are making money. They pay them. They value you for impacting knowledge into their students. They don't play with education here in Canada. So don't let anybody discourage you. Okay, I need education now. I want to venture into another to give me money. Please, teaching job here is money too.
It's gold.
It's gold. That's why they make it difficult for you to be licensed, because they know that once you get it, you're living large. You can even pay. You'll have a vacation.
Yeah.
Apart from the holidays that students go, which you will still get paid, you also have your paid vacation. Who will give you that in Nigeria?
So you are enjoying here, come and join the teaching fold. So if you are not going through, like me, that I don't have a teaching license from Nigeria, if you are not going back to school for 2 years, you can do all of these things she just talked about, and you get your teaching license in Canada. So we have talked to you about both processes, so that you'll be informed before you come here, or even if you are here and you don't have the right information, we have given you the right information for you to know you can be a teacher in Canada and make cool cash. Please, guys, help me say thank you to Favour for coming today, because I had to come and tie her down that she must give you guys this gist so you can be informed. So she must give you, because really people don't have the right information.
Yeah, really.
And like her, she made some mistakes because nobody said all of these things. I didn't know.
I spent a lot of money unnecessarily. Like things that if you have the right information, you won't even need to spend that much. And the funny thing is that they don't answer your calls.
Yes,
they don't
you can't call. Even emails, they will take a long time.
20 days to reply email. To call, the phone number is currently not open to the public. That's what they boldly wrote on their website. So
So if you don't have this information, you can be lost. So
At the
in order
point,
for
okay, I
you
didn't
not
tell
to
you. At
be
the point, I had to start looking for the office in Calgary.
You see, in order for you not to be lost, you need to be here. And please share this video to somebody that you know would need it.
Yes,
it will really
please.
bless them and it will help them. Thank you so much, Favour, for coming today.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So guys, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like and don't forget to share. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Ciao.